Good morning, everybody. Thanks for choosing to start your week with a webinar with me. So it's a lovely Monday morning and the second week of the Aventido Essentials series of webinars, just 20 minutes of each product that we have. And this morning, Monday morning, is ReadSpeaker TextAid. If you'd like to learn more about it in a bit more detail, because this is just a 20-minute demonstration, you can email me or join another webinar. I do regular webinars every month. And we've got also recordings of previous webinars too on our YouTube channel. So ReadSpeaker TextAid. This is my account. It is a web app, which means you can use it on any device that has a browser. So any device you can use the internet on and browse on in a web browser, you can use TextAid. So you've got that help with reading and understanding text anywhere you are, because it's even on your phone. So phone, a Chromebook, maybe you've got a Chromebook, you can use it on that, just the same way as you can on a Windows computer or a MacBook. And it doesn't matter if your computer is quite slow, maybe it's not much memory left. That's great because you use it in the browser. You don't download the software. The only thing you do need to download is a browser extension if you want to have web pages read to you. So I'll guide you through this short demonstration of TextAid. So I've opened a few different documents into my account. It has actually remembered what I was doing and what I was using the last time I was in my account. So the tabs have been left open. If you want to upload a document, because that's what you have to do to have it read to you, you click on the library. So you go to your library and then click upload document. Or if you prefer, you can access documents that are in your Google Drive or OneDrive, or if you've got a Bookshare account, lots of people who have a reading impairment, maybe visually impaired or dyslexia, they can have a Bookshare account. And that's got millions of books that are an electronic version. So you can upload them into TextAid and have them read with a voice that you like. So this is where you upload a document to have read to you and other things too. This is actually a PowerPoint presentation. It's all about TextAid. And to have that text read to me, all I do is select it with my mouse and the box pops up. I click listen. And
TextAid is a web app, so all tools can be used in any web browser on any device.
So there it reads just what I selected. If I wanted to read the whole thing, I can just click listen. Or I can change the settings in the bottom left. This is where all the settings are. So if I wanted it to read a little bit more quickly, I wanted to change the voice, wanted to change that highlighting, maybe I prefer to have underlining instead of a colour. You can choose that there in the highlighting settings. So maybe have words underlined and the sentence highlighted in the contrasting colours. You can choose it there, and then it's much easier for you to follow. There's a choice of voices too. You've got different accents and lots of different languages as well. And that you can change on the right-hand side there. Welsh is included in the DSA version of TextAid. So you can have everything read in Welsh if that's your native language. And everything can be in Welsh, actually, even these labels here on the left. So that's the basics. You can select or click listen and have the text read with highlighting to help you follow. You can upload Word documents, PDF documents, just in the same way as I did with this PowerPoint presentation by going to the library and uploading it. If it's an image, that's slightly different, but you can still upload it and have it read to you. Instead of going to the library, you go to the image to text button on the left. This is really handy if you're on the go, you see something you want to have read to you and maybe save, because it will be saved into your library in your TextAid account. You would use your phone. So here's my phone. It works on any phone, a TextAid. You just need to go into your browser. I've saved a shortcut on my home screen. That's what this is. So I can quickly access it. So let's say I'm in the library. there's a page of a book I want to have read to me, and I also want to use it maybe in an assignment or for some revision. This is my TextAid account. It remembers what I was doing on my phone, so I was on a different document. That's what this is. And if I wanted to take a photograph of the book, I click on the button just above the world. See there? Click there. I've got a book here. It's a brilliant book. I've just finished reading it. Amazing people who've changed the world. So I click on that, click choose file, and then I click on my camera. If I want to take a photo right now, take a photograph of the page of the book, I click camera and then upload it. I actually, to save time, because this is a very short-term demonstration, I just took a photograph just before we started this webinar. So I will go to my gallery and find that picture. There we go. I took a page quite appropriately for about Tim Berners-Lee, because without him, we probably wouldn't be doing this webinar, because he, if you didn't know, he invented the World Wide Web. So the file's been selected there. It's a JPEG file. And I choose where to save it, because I do have folders in my TextAid account. I'm just going to do it loose there. And I'm going to choose a read-only document. You could have it editable if you wanted to change the words. It takes just a moment, just a few seconds to OCR that image to make it accessible. And then it will be in my library, ready to have read to me. So I'm doing all this on my phone, but it's also saving into my library, which is in cyberspace. So I can straight away open it on my laptop. I think I'll do that. So it's in my library now. Go to my library and we'll find that picture I took of the book. There we are, 21st. Click here. This is a picture I took with my camera on my phone, that Tim Berners-Lee, and I can have this read to me. I just select it. Let's listen. Should we listen with a different voice so you can hear? I like the Scottish one, so let's choose the Scottish one. So I just select with my mouse, click listen.
Tim Berners-Lee is the computer scientist who invented the World Wide Web, or Internet. This radical idea of a global network that connects computer users to vast servers.
There it is. It's highlighted with the underlining because I changed it earlier, didn't I? So that's it, reading an image. So it reads everything. It does also read websites, and I mentioned that earlier because that's the one thing you do need to download, which is a web browser extension. So you can have web pages read to you. You do that with a button on the bottom here, web reading. You just do that when you first set up your account. Once it's downloaded, it's there forever. So you select whether you're on your phone or computer, because it will read websites on your phone as well, and a tablet, which is really, really handy, having things read on your phone. Brilliant. So you select your computer, and then you've got whichever browser you prefer to use. I'm in Chrome, so I've downloaded the Chrome extension. It's just up here, the ReadSpeaker logo. And if I want to have a website read to me, while I'm in the website, I can just simply select the text and right-click and click Read Selection, and then it will read that.
Digital technology has facilitated additional means for human communication, allowing social connections across communities, cultures, and
you can choose different voices too, the speed, the highlighting and everything, just in the same way as you do in your TextAid account, but on in the web browser. This is really useful, of course, for reading websites like I am doing here, but also if you use Gmail, you can have your emails read to you. You can even have your emails that you've written read to you to make sure that it's all correct before you send them. The same with social media. You can use it in the browser and have it read. You can also use it Word Online. So if you like to write your essays or your work in Word Online or Google Docs, you can also use this extension to have that read to you in your browser. So that's browser reading. There is some assistance with finding the right words as well. That's what this writing assistance button is. But I'll show you that in TextAid as well. So all the tools in a floating toolbar there for you for web reading. Let's go back to TextAid. This is a PDF document, well, a particularly non-reader friendly one, I think. This, if you don't like white backgrounds, small text, maybe the words jump about for you when it's like this, there's a really handy button in TextAid called Text Mode at the top. And it changes the way any document looks. You don't have to try and follow the text when it's squashed together like this, small, and the font's not particularly easy to follow. Click on the Text Mode button. It keeps the words the same, but look, it's changed the way it looks, changed the background colour. I've got an open dyslexic font there, and the spacing's changed slightly, and the font colour has changed as well. So any document can look like that. Look, you see, but them all looking with that blue background. If I go into the dots at the bottom of text, these are the choices you have. So you've got a good range of background colours. You've got a font size. You can change the font. It shows you at the bottom what it's going to look like, and the spacing too. So you can make it look whatever way works best for you. And that is text mode. Reads anything you want, looking the way you like it. It's easier for you to read. I've just changed it to the Shannon, the Irish accent voice, just so you can hear this. So select a sentence, click listen. I could translate that if I wanted. If maybe it's in English and you read more quickly or understand it more quickly in a different language, you could click translate and then translate it into a different language, or you can just listen to it as it is.
Or maybe snap a quick picture off tire #OOTD.
Ooh.
That is outfit of the day. Toast into tire close a friend.
Oh, it's just the space has gone strange, hasn't it? But it was interesting. It didn't say I either. It uses artificial intelligence to know how to say abbreviations and also how to pronounce words depending on where they are in the sentences. So it reads it correctly. We've talked about how you use TextAid. We've talked about reading. We've talked about translating a little bit. You can translate all documents into translate it into another language. If I wanted this in a different language, just so I understand it better and read it more quickly, maybe in my native tongue, you click translate on the left, select the language that you want, you prefer to read it in, click translate, and immediately it's changed into my language that I've chosen, and the voice has changed as well, so I can have that read in French now.
Utilisation dans n'importe quel navigateur.
And everything else works in this language now. I can look up a word, I can do spell checking, word prediction in that language too. So useful for people studying another language, or if English isn't their first language, that's really useful tool. You can also download this document or a document as an audio file, really handy, so that you don't have to be in front of your computer to be listening to it. You can be just walking around doing something else, and you can listen to it as well. And there's also a reading ruler and a page mask to help you focus on one line at a time. You can customize this to however you like. You can make it bigger or smaller just by using plus and minus signs. You can also change the colors of that. So if I go into those little lines, click on settings, you can change here transparency. Here's some different colors. You can change it to as well. Look, and it shows you what it will look like. Same with the reading ruler, very similar. You just choose a color and choose how transparent it is. And then that helps you as well to follow the text as you are reading. So that's helping you with reading as well. As well as helping with reading, by changing the way it looks and having it read to you and the highlighting and the reading ruler. And you can also listen instead of look and listen as well by downloading. There's also some help with writing. So let's go to, I've got a page with some spelling mistakes. Here we go. I've just typed this sentence. Now, there is word prediction, so I ignored that as I was typing on purpose to make some spelling mistakes. But as I type, a box will appear to suggest words. The more you use it, the more accurate it will be with suggesting the words that you want to use. And you can listen to those words by clicking on the speaker. And then if you want to use it, you click on it. And the spell checker also does a very similar thing. So if I click on ABC at the top, it shows me words that are spelt incorrectly. And then I just click on them and the words are suggested for me. So if I listen,
word,
and just click to correct. It will also echo back my typing so I can immediately proofread my own typing. So if I type a simple sentence,
I am having a nice morning.
So there we are. As soon as I press full stop spacebar, it read it back to me. I can make sure that I've written what I wanted to read. It didn't change from my brain to my fingers. So that's it echoing back my typing. We're doing really well. We're on 19 minutes. Let's go back to that presentation we were looking at. So we've looked at reading. We've looked at writing. The final thing I will very quickly show you. You can find out more if you join a specific webinar all about this. But there are some study skills tools as well. So we've got annotations and then we've got highlighter. Annotations simply means you can click on it. So if I wanted to annotate onto this, I just click annotations. We've got a toolbar and you can type on here. You can draw shapes, you can highlight, select the color when you're doing it, how thick it is. So really useful for filling in forms and annotating to help you understand the text. So that's annotations and it automatically saves everything. So that's really useful at schools for doing worksheets. You can listen to the questions, fill it in, answer, but also making notes on long papers to help you understand. And then we have also the highlighter button. So this highlighter button means that you can select certain text. Of course, you'll want to listen to it first, and you use that arrow to hear the text. You select it with your mouse with different colours. I'll just do 3 for now. Click on the lines, collect and download highlights. Now it's going to just take just the highlighted bits from that document and put it into a new document using that nice setting with the yellow background that I selected. And then that's really great for summarising a long document. Also great for taking the important bits out for revision. If that was me, if I was using this for revision, I'd maybe delete the title and then click download as MP3 and save that as an audio document. I can listen to it over and over again to learn it ready for an exam. So a really, really useful tool that using the highlighter button. And that concludes my very short essentials demonstration of ReadSpeaker TextAid. So thanks again for joining me. It's been great to start the week with a short demonstration of TextAid. And have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.